to Overdrive AF, the official podcast of Overdrive Fitness. My name is Teddy Gurzon, and I'm joined by Gina Marie Gurzon.
What's up?
What is up, people? Back at it again for another episode 159 of the Overdrive AF podcast. Quick reminder, by the time this episode is released, we will be 9 days out from the grand opening party of Overdrive 3.0. So just a quick review. That is Saturday, 11/11 at 4 p.m. All right, come down to Overdrive at 500 Route 303, Suite A11 in Orangeburg, New York. We're going to have food, music, some games, and possibly some grand opening day sales. So only way to take advantage of that is to actually be here physically, okay? With that being said, we're going to jump right into this episode. So today what we'd like to talk about is red light therapy, right? We've hinted at it, that it's here at Overdrive. We've posted it on social media. You've seen a picture of one of our members soaking it in, who is Mrs. D, known as Mrs. D to most of you, but it is Gina's mom. And there are great benefits to it. Today we're only going to list 3 so we don't overwhelm you with information. 3 that we find are super important also. But I can speak for myself, and I'm sure I know what you'll say too, but I'm really loving the red light therapy, the addition of red light therapy into our normal routine, our daily routine, our lifestyle. What do you have to say about it for yourself?
I seem to be very sensitive to these things. I notice in a good way. I feel like I start vibrating immediately when I set up in front of the lights. It feels really good. It's a warm sensation. You feel rejuvenated. You feel like you were actually kind of like hit with a little bit of a jolt of energy, which is basically what the Juve does, what this red light therapy does. If we go into it real quick, it's also known as photobiomodulation or low level laser therapy. It's a non-invasive treatment, and it helps deliver these wavelengths of red and near infrared light to the skin and then your cells. So on a cellular level, the term red light therapy, it refers to these types of treatments from these LED type lights that deliver these specific wavelengths of light to your skin and then deeper to the skin. I feel like you almost feel like you're for me, that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm kind of vibrating. It feels really, really good. Again, like I said, you feel like you get this jolt of energy, kind of like taking like a B complex vitamin or something.
Awesome. Which I forgot to take today. I got to get on that. So, great reminder. All right, so let's talk about 3 benefits of red light therapy. Gina did mention the word Juve. So Juve is the name of the company of the that's delivering the red light therapy for us to all of you, or soon to all of you, right? So 3 benefits of red light therapy are we're going to cover pain and inflammation, performance and recovery, and then circadian rhythm and sleep optimization. So in no particular order, which one would you like to lead off with?
Well, maybe we'll start with pain and inflammation.
Pain and inflammation, red light therapy, its effect on pain and inflammation. Gina's going to take over.
So like we had discussed, the red light therapy, it helps to penetrate obviously the skin and then deeper to the skin on a cellular level. In our bodies, we have what we would call mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of the cell. That's what supplies us with the energy that we use to pretty much do everything. The red light does penetrate so deeply that it allows for this energy to be provided and to be produced more efficiently so that we can run more efficiently. Basically, what it does on a pain and inflammation scale is that it allows this reduction in inflammation. It's basically like a really strong but confident nudge, kind of like when we turn up the flame on a stove from low, medium to high. It turns it up gradually and allows energy to be produced more efficiently, but it also allows things to come about and release more efficiently. So reducing that pain and inflammation. I'm going to give you kind of summarization of what one of Harvard's, he's studying more of this photomedicine research, and he's one of the leading PhDs on this whole thing, is that it acts as a very mild form of stress that activates protective mechanisms in the cells. When that red light hits the skin and it penetrates into the cells, the mitochondria, which we were just discussing, the powerhouses of the cell, they're kind of nudged to make that energy more efficiently, right? We don't have energy, we don't move. We don't have energy, we don't feel good, right? We feel lethargic. Mm-hmm. This helps to boost the production of these healing anti-inflammatories and antioxidants that help speed up this healing process. So by like things like arthritis, joint pain, even other types of stress which can cause pain and inflammation, any type of oxidative stress. I mean, it could be drinking too much alcohol, it could be cold and flu, it could be a virus, it could be a really hard workout, things like that. The red light therapy, by the processes that happen by taking this red light therapy in, it helps to improve blood flow to the damaged tissues. It becomes very systemic and allows this whole body healing to occur. And that's ideally what we want. I mean, just like we produce a fever, right? Mm-hmm. A virus enters our body, or a cold, something enters our body, something that's an invader. The body is smart enough to produce this heat, this internal heat, to kill the virus. In a sense, this is what the red light therapy is helping us to do, but from a different part. So the mitochondria, it helps us to produce that energy, so it allows that nudge to produce that energy more efficiently, which will allow for this pain and inflammation to subside much quicker. So that was one of the three. The second one,
performance and recovery.
Performance and recovery. So let's see. Recovery and performance go hand in hand. We know that.
Yes.
Everything plays a part in our performance and recovery. We want to get bigger, we want to get stronger, we want to get faster, we want to push our body to higher levels of performance in general. Obviously consistency is the key in anything. But with that, if we don't allow ourselves to recover properly, if we're going, and we don't implement these other things outside of just going, this consistent performance, we can start to get sore, we can start to get fatigued, and this is where the joints can start to ache, the muscles can start to ache. We take days off at the gym. We're not allowing for that recovery. So this recovery process.
So yes, the dogs are here with us still. For those of you that have been longtime fans of Overdrive AF.
If we don't prioritize recovery, it's impossible to maintain.
Raj, hey.
Come here.
Raj. Titan, inside.
Come here, please, Titan. Everybody hears his footsteps, I'm sure.
It's very hard to hear when they bark.
Oh, goodness gracious. And we can't, recovery is not just for athletes. We were all athletes at some point in our lives. At the same time, if we're training consistently, we are, like we call ourselves, the weekday warriors. We need to move, we need to recover efficiently, we need to be able to perform consistently on a day-to-day basis, whether it's work, it's with kids, obviously, the commute, everything else. We need to be able to stay sharp, maintain health, in our brain, in our body, in our movement. And the Juve, oh gosh, well, the red light therapy does help by allowing for this recovery to happen. It's your edge. Recovery really is your edge. We're wired to train. We're wired to push through despite not feeling great, and I think that goes with everything, not just with exercise, but it really does go with our day to day. Either we do or we don't. And do we have the option to not do? We have to do. So we have to put food on the table. We have to take care of the kids. We have to get our job done. The presentation has to be fulfilled. Exams need to be taken. You need to commute to work. Whatever. You need to coach the football game. Drive the kids to practice. I mean, it just has to happen. There's no not doing. So, if we don't prioritize this recovery, then, we fall back on a lot of things, and it's the whole cascade of events that start to happen. So, the red light therapy absolutely does allow for this more efficient recovery process. The achy joints, the arthritis, the tendon issues, the ligament issues, that systemic inflammation, the acute localized inflammation, the lack of sleep, all of these things create this dis-ease in the body. So red light therapy definitely does help to promote the healing process in sports and performance. And we actually know one of our members who is an athletic trainer at one of the universities right in the area. She had mentioned to me just the other day she was really excited about the fact that we're going to start carrying and promoting the red light therapy here, because she had said that it's made such a difference with her athletes. And actually all of they have all individual small units that they use on the athletes. The athletes absolutely love it, and what they've been professing to her is the fact that it just makes them feel so much better, and they really do feel like they're recovering at a faster rate. So, I mean, you have college athletes who are obviously already studying their college career, not only in academics, but athletics is a priority to them. They're up at 6 a.m. workouts, 6 p.m. workouts. They're still trying to get all their scholastics done. They have their games. They're traveling. It's nice to be able to hear that from an athletic trainer in one of the local universities, and the fact that it's been doing such a great job for her and the teams. So that's another thing.
And then last but not least, circadian rhythm and sleep optimization.
And we know that quality sleep is crucial for good health, and sleep even does over prioritize nutrition. I mean, I think sleep and nutrition is it kind of fights for first place. But at the end of the day, when you wake up with getting a solid number of hours under your belt, you just feel like a different person. So we always like to say, whether it's 4 or 5 hours of good quality sleep, I'd much rather people be sleeping for 4 to 5 hours and getting into their various levels of sleep, instead of 6 to 8 hours of constantly tossing and turning, up and down, who has to go to the bathroom, who doesn't feel good, the dog has to go out, a night project they're working on, maybe they're on their phone, they were watching a late movie. Sleep optimization is crucial, and in order for us to live a long, healthy life, and again, the red light therapy will help with that circadian rhythm, and just bringing that high and low into the day, getting those first minutes of sunlight. The red light therapy and the red light itself does help to bring that kind of back into play and allow your body to focus again on where it's most awake and when it needs to start bringing you down, and helping you to release these different hormones like melatonin, to allow you to start to get into that night mode and into that relaxation mode. Let's just see what we were talking about here. If we're not sleeping properly, we can be irritable. We can start to get really hungry throughout the day. It forces us to kind of grab for different things. We're not eating properly most of the time. Cortisol levels start to kind of rise and fall at the wrong times. Blood sugar elevation, like things like that. Things that sleep have a lot to do with when we get more of it and we get better at sleeping properly. It can affect our mood, make us depressed. We're not as productive in our day, and we're just not nice. I just feel like, and again, all of these things go hand in hand. So if we're not sleeping properly, the body can become more inflamed. We can start to gain weight, things like that. So we want to, again, the red light therapy at the end of the day, it helps to bring us back into that natural circadian rhythm. It allows for that red light to penetrate deep into the body, so on a systemic spectrum, so whole body spectrum. It allows your body to take in that natural light. We get more of that red light, and it allows your body to know, okay, what time? It's time for us to decompress. It's time for us to relax. And we can use that red light therapy to help bring us back to center. At the end of the day, when we're sleeping properly, when our inflammation is low, when we're eating well, when we have that consistency, and it allows us to be more productive, our brain to function more efficiently, our body to move more efficiently, and we're just more productive, all in all. So I hope that helps.
Those are all three great benefits, and let's just put it this way: if you're not looking to prioritize, reducing pain, improving your sleep, improving your performance and recovery, then yeah, this probably isn't for you, let alone working out, getting good sleep, eating well, hydrating well, right? But if you want to optimize all of that, excuse me, for for about 5 to 15 minutes at a pop, you can really improve a whole gamut of aspects of your health and fitness journey, right? So, it just a simple 5-minute session in front of the Juve, or in our case the Juve, but of red light therapy several times a week. If you don't have 5 minutes put aside for that, then I just don't even know. You need better time management, let's put it that way. But it's as simple as that, being consistent, and then, like we just went over, it'll help reduce pain and inflammation. It'll help improve your performance and recovery, and you will get better sleep and positively affect your circadian rhythm. So all those sound great to me. They should sound great to you, especially if you're looking to get healthier, leaner, stronger, and just feel better overall, not only physically but mentally, right? And it's just simple. You literally just park your ass right in front of the machine and let it do its magic. Kind of like coming Overdrive. All you gotta do is get your ass in between these 4 walls, and we'll take you there, right? So, anything else to add to these 3 benefits?
No, just get in here and start.
Yes. There you go. Get in here and start. That's it. Simple as that. All right. So, if that's all, then we are going to wrap this up. Tune in next week for another episode of Overdrive AF. And if we don't see you next week, then on the podcast, then hopefully we see you here Saturday, 11/11 at 4 p.m. for the Overdrive 3.0 grand opening kickoff party. All right. That's all we have for you. We are out. Catch you next time. Peace.